Welcome to Huddle Adventures. I'm Eddie. Laura isn't here right now. Laura's in here right now because this is a special edition of Eddie's Cruise News. Today is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022, and we're going to talk about Fight Club at Sea. What? Fight Club? After this. Fight Club. What am I talking about? Fight Club. Well, it's not actually Fight Club, guys. It's Hype Club. A couple fights broke out on two different cruise lines, two different cruise ships, and the mainstream media ran with it and hyped it up like they do. Anything that remotely bad happens on a cruise ship gets just played out throughout the media. And it gets, yeah, see, yeah, now the buffet poisoned you and people are fighting. So now people are all over the internet terrified to cruise because they're afraid fights are going to break out. It's a big, blown out of proportion, nonsensical thing. Listen, I have news for you guys. You guys that do not frequent bars, especially clubs, nightclubs, there's fights there. Land or sea, makes no difference. The ingredient is a lot of younger people with a lot of hormones, and a lot of alcohol. It's always been a bad mixture. My dad used to tell me when I was a young man, nothing good happens in bars after midnight. Now, it depends on what kind of bar you're in. If you're at the Alchemy, having some cocktails, you're going to be all right? But when you get in a nightclub atmosphere where people are dancing and gyrating, and you get, hey, you're looking at my man, you're looking at my woman, oh, you bumped into me, you made me spill my drink. It can be the dumbest stuff, and a fight breaks out. I'm 53. I lived through the nightclub fight stuff back in my 20s. So what happened? What happened, actually? Within the last 10 days or so, there was a fight on the Carnival Magic as it was coming back from an 8-day cruise heading back to New York. The initial stories were a fight broke out in a nightclub on the Carnival Magic at 5:30 a.m. That was like all the news agencies were reporting. I ignored it. I didn't report this because to me this wasn't news, okay? It really wasn't news. And I knew their facts were wrong because there's no nightclub open and there's no one going to be fighting at 5:30 in the morning, right? So I waited and I wanted to get more facts, and I still didn't think it was worthy of a news story, okay? Now, the news story became the news itself, the way they were reporting it. They were acting like this is the first time there's ever been a fight at sea, and it has to be on Carnival. That's the only cruise line that this could happen on. A bunch of nonsense, right? There's been fights on cruise ships many, many times. That's why they have a giant security staff on board, because stuff like that happens when you have alcohol. Do you think that Carnival's 15 drink limit is random? No, they had to implement a drink limit because they tried to limit this stuff from happening. Now, a few days after this took place, guess what happened? A fight breaks out on a Royal Caribbean ship. What? Royal Caribbean? Oh, they're too refined for that. Navigator to Seas. There's a fight on Navigator to Seas. I don't care what the reasons are for the fights. It's always the same formula. It's after midnight. There's intoxicated people. There's emotional people, and there's dumb people, and that's a bad mix, and they get into a fight. So with that said, are fights on cruise ships commonplace? No, they're not, okay? Cruise ships are very safe, guys. They're much safer than your local bars in your neighborhood and in your areas on dry land. They are safer, trust me. You're gonna have this happen. People are dumb. It doesn't matter where you take them. They're going to be stupid occasionally. And when stupid people do stupid things, this is what happens. So, with that said, those of you that are like terrified to cruise with Carnival because a fight broke out, don't worry about that. It's not a common thing. Here's some, and I'm actually kind of happy it happened on a Royal Caribbean ship a few days later. I'll be honest with you. I like both cruise lines, and they're no different to me. The clientele on both ships are about the same, guys. The only difference is when you go on a Carnival ship, the cruise directors are a lot more outgoing, and it's more of a fun first type of atmosphere. And so people tend to be more friendly with each other and stuff, in my experience and Laura's experience. Outside of that, they're very, very similar. Okay, so with it happening on 2 different cruise lines within a week of each other, it makes it, we can just address this as why. Why did this happen? And I already covered it. Alcohol, guys. Drinking, hormones, people are being stupid. So how do you avoid this? Okay, if you've never cruised before and you're worried you're going to get in a big, huge melee, don't go out in those type of environments after midnight drinking. You want to have some drinks, go to the quieter, more subdued drinking establishments on the ship. Don't go to the nightclub full of young people in their 20s and 30s and, you know, with nothing to lose and, you know, no regrets. Stick with the older crowd. That's my best advice. Or, hey, get up early, wear yourself out, and you won't be able to stay up late and get in any trouble, and you'll miss all this because you'll be passed out in your stateroom by 10 o'clock at night. So with that said, the whole point of this video is just to let you guys know it's safe. It's safe. Don't buy into mainstream media. This is nothing new. This happens. Occasionally this will happen. You'll have fights at Disneyland. You know why? They sell alcohol there. You're going to have, I'm not vilifying or trying to make alcohol a bad thing, because I like to drink myself, but I'm admitting that alcohol can make jerks into bigger jerks, right? So I'm a happy, fun type of drinker. So, but I've been around many that aren't, that look for trouble as soon as they start getting intoxicated. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell on so you don't miss anything, and give us a thumbs up, guys, a like. The likes help us. The likes will get YouTube to show our videos to other people, and we're here for you. We are all things cruising. Bye.